EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, the NFL playoffs begin here on this Saturday afternoon. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go here in Baltimore. A short one taken at the 10. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 26-yard line. Comes Ashton Denty. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Brings up the second and 1. From the 35, here's second and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Open man. That's Dante Thornton. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Gonna air this one out. That is caught. What a throw. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Touchdown, Raiders.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can, I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
On the return, here comes Campbell. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
The Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
DC, right?
They'll run. It's the rookie from Alabama. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6. Mark it at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Not even a little bit. Hold up. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions been louder than my words. How you sold, you can still sold down the earth. Won't do it, we can do it on the turf. Hold on.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
6-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Go ahead. Yo. Shut up.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
Report! Alpha, sit on! 180! Sit on! Hey, middle!
Here's Jackson. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Turnover on downs.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Run right up the gut with Gentry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Gentry. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Raider first down.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Raiders.
Keep it on the ground with Gentry. And a short pickup down inside the 10.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll set up to throw. Rolling right. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. He'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Raiders move out on top, 14-0.
Ravens, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Campbell. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
180! 180! Ready, shot! You change it. Ready, shot!
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. He runs with it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll manage only a couple. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Hey, Alpha, shot! 180! 180!
1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Raiders with the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins from the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8 as we are ready to get back underway.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His first catch in the wild card game, and good for a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On the ground, here's Quinshawn Judkey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Face to run inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone first time today.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. It is 3rd down.
Back to throw. Moving outside the pocket. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. And the Ravens will take over possession here at the 44.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he is out of bounds. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, Shabbat!
They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Go.
Second down. Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Max Crosby. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Third and long for Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it just past their 25.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 27. Here's second and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Third down and 9. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Talk things over before third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
That's fielded at about the 18. And some nifty running on the return to get some good yardage before he was taken down. Line starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Hey, shot. Hey, report. Report. 180.
Now it's Jackson. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Quick throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Moving to his right. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. No issues there. This one is good. And the Raiders build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Finish it! Finish it!
Jackson now to throw on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Back to throw, Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Jackson from the gun on third down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. So fourth down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. Dante Thornton deep for Las Vegas. That's good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
Take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the outside, he's got Harrison. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
And the Raiders first down.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll look to throw yet again. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
No, we changed it.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Judkins now on 1st and 10. And the strength on display, Radley can tackle it for a gain of 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. They run it once more with Judkins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open.
And he's in! Touchdown, Baltimore.
This kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure, and you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity, and quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
That's the score. Ravens 21, Raiders 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dempsey. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, Judkins. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Judkins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And on first down, it's back to Judkins. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll give it here to Judkins. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Latu, there to bring him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Middle.
3rd and short, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Ravens. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and the Ravens will extend this third-quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
play, they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man. It's Harrison. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. They'll run to begin the fourth, and here's Denty. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 20. First down, Vegas.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. That's caught. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Ravens has it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
Escaping the danger, throwing, and completing. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You saw a great example of it here. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
He gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down. Back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Jackson now on second down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll take it on in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's to midfield. To the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, Judkins. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Here's Judkins. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the give, it's Judkins. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. Rolling to the left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Ravens tack on one more to their lead.
42. Raiders 25.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
to begin the drop. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back where you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the